Well, we're all packed up and we're getting ready to leave Washington State.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. I'm just gonna drive.
Well, we're all packed up and we're getting ready to leave Washington State. What a wonderful time we had here. Our next stop is Oregon, and we're going to be staying at Pacific City, Thousand Trails. Again, this one is right on the beach, so we're looking forward to that. We'll be there for 3 nights. We're looking forward to just some beach time and relaxing. But Washington is no joke. It is a wonderful place to visit. So we're packed up. We're going to get on the road. We're going to stop at a Walmart and maybe a Costco to resupply. Other than that, we're just hoping for a nice, pleasant drive down the 101. Our drive along the 101 takes us through Astoria, Oregon, a town where breathtaking coastal scenery meets Hollywood history. As we cross the iconic Astoria Megala Bridge and cruise past the charming waterfront, you'll see why Astoria is a favorite destination for road trippers. The picturesque town is also famous as the filming location for the movie The Goonies. With stunning views of the Columbia River and the Pacific Ocean, historic architecture, and a touch of movie magic, driving through Astoria is an unforgettable experience. Our only regret is that we didn't know anything about Astoria, so we didn't plan to spend any time here. If you are planning to drive through the area, we recommend spending a day or two to explore Astoria. And there is one of those little coffee shops we saw everywhere in Washington and Oregon. They were little more than the size of a small shed, but the coffee was always phenomenal. I was never really a coffee drinker, preferring decaf tea for most of my life. But after trying coffee in Washington and Oregon, I now have a whole new appreciation for it. Both Louise and I are now coffee snobs, to the point where we have gotten rid of our Keurig machine and replaced it with an espresso machine. And we are now in Oregon, and our next stop here is at a Costco because we need some supplies. So we're gonna resupply. Usually when we pull into a place like this, I'll stay with the RV while Louise runs into the store. That way there's somebody here. We've heard some horror stories about people's RVs having their catalytic converters stolen. I guess they're a hot commodity in some areas, and it only takes like 5 minutes to pull one off. So I like to stay with the RV just for security reasons, and Louise runs in and does the shopping.
Hi. No beats. I looked everywhere. It's too bad. But look, I found a nice lightweight jacket for me. Protein powder, Triscuits.
Oh wow.
And these, of course, because I love them. I got this for dinner. We haven't had one in a really long time.
Okay.
Hi.
While traveling the Oregon coast, we will pass through many little towns. This is Garibaldi, Oregon, a picturesque coastal town full of history and charm. As we cruise along Highway 101 and take in stunning views of Tillamook Bay, we'll pass by Garibaldi's most iconic landmark, the towering 200-foot smokestack. Built in 1927 as part of the Oregon-Washington plywood mill, this historic structure powered the town's once thriving lumber industry. Though the mill closed in the 1970s, the smokestack was preserved as a symbol of Garibaldi's industrious past and its hard-working community. We arrived at Pacific City Thousand Trails Campground without any issues. The scenery along the way was stunning and a prelude to much more to come. This Thousand Trails Campground is a typical first-come, first-served campground with very little help at the front desk. We asked if there were any full hookup sites available, and the only help they could give us was to show us on the map where the full hookup sites were, but couldn't tell us if there were any available. So our only option is to drive around an unfamiliar campground looking for a full hookup site using the map and the site numbers as a guide. We couldn't find any available full hookup site, so after 20 minutes of driving around, we decided the next best thing, finding a level site. We chose this site because it was level and had bushes on both sides, giving us some privacy between the neighboring sites. Pacific City Campground is a large and fairly well-maintained campground, located just a couple miles from Pacific City, Oregon, and just minutes from McPhillips Beach. The campground offers a variety of campsites to choose from, including RV sites with full hookups, although no full hookup sites were available for our stay. This campground is popular, so the full hookup sites go fast. The campground also has a number of amenities, including a heated indoor swimming pool, hot tub, playground, pickleball court, miniature golf, and a game room. There is also a camp store where you can purchase firewood, ice, and other supplies. Our site was private and was big enough for both the RV and the Jeep, but the trees and bushes were encroaching on the site and were in desperate need of trimming. Overall, we really enjoyed our stay here. It's a very nice campground. McPhillips Beach, located near Pacific City on Oregon's stunning coast, is a hidden gem offering both natural beauty and adventure. Nestled beneath the towering sandstone cliffs of Cape Kiwanda, this expansive beach is accessible by a short drive down a rugged path where visitors are rewarded with sweeping ocean views and golden sands. Unlike busier nearby beaches, McPhillips provides a more secluded experience, perfect for those seeking tranquility. The beach is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. Its firm sand allows vehicle access, making it a favorite for picnics, fishing, and bonfires. Tide pools reveal vibrant marine life at low tide, and the iconic Chief Kiwanda Rock stands just offshore, creating a dramatic coastal backdrop. Winds and waves make it a popular spot for kite flying and surfing. Whether you're exploring the dunes or simply relaxing to the sound of the surf, McPhillips Beach is a serene slice of Oregon's natural splendor. So our plan was to go downtown in Pacific City, which is the next town down.
2 miles.
Yeah, a couple of miles from the campground. And we needed to get some gas for the Jeep anyways. And driving downtown, people were parking probably a good 3/4 of a mile away from where the action was. On the road, there's no parking.
Very little town, lots of hotels.
A lot of hotels, a lot of people, and very little parking.
So we decided that if the roads were crowded and there were people everywhere, the pub was going to be crowded too.
We drove into a parking lot and drove around a couple times, and there was just so many people doing the same thing that it was going to take a long time for us to find a spot. So
It wasn't fun.
But this morning I came for a walk down on the beach, and I said, oh, there's plenty of parking down there.
So here we are, parked on the beach with a picnic basket, and just enjoying the views and just, yeah. Oh, and saving money too.
That's true. That's true.
Which, who cares, but yeah.
Yeah, so it's, and the view, I mean, you can't beat the view.
Right?
There's this little mist coming off of the ocean. It's like fog, I guess. And a lot of people down here too, but there's people doing parasailing and
kite flying.
A lot of people flying kites. It's beautiful.
There are some crazy people in the water.
Yeah.
Because it's chilly.
Yeah, that water I think is 50 degrees right now. It's pretty cold.
So we're just sitting nicely and with our little picnic and
enjoying the view.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's just a pretty nice place. I really like this.
Yeah.
And we've got 2 more stops or 3 more stops along the coast, and all 2, and both of those are next to the beach. Hopefully we'll have access to like this in those as well.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I like to send postcards to a few people. They're fun to buy, and depending on where we've been, it's just a really great thing to talk about. So yeah, postcards are an excellent way to keep in touch with people. And you know those little shops that you see downtown and all around? I love shopping in there for unique cards. And not only is it fun to shop for them, it's fun to send them. And I hope it's fun to receive them. So, you know, for a few bucks, you get a few laughs and smiles out of it. So sometimes I see one that's perfect for a couple or a friend or a family. So I pick it up. And I always keep a package of blank note cards in the RV, because sometimes it's just wonderful to just drop a note to somebody, congratulating them, or just giving them thoughts, and, you know, for whatever's going on in their life. Fun.
And I drive her to the post office.
Sometimes the post office is the hardest part of the cards. Finding mailboxes, they're just not as plentiful as they used to be. Right. And then you have to find these little tiny post offices, and they're hard to find. They really are. But that's okay. There's no rush. So we just hold on to it. And then sometimes I say, stop. And I run out to mail what I need to mail.
Yeah. It's a fun way to keep in touch with people.
It is.
Another travel day. We're going to be heading to another Thousand Trails campground about 57 miles south of here. Still on the 101. And it does have beach access, so we're going to be at the beach again. We're going to be there for 7 days. So we're looking forward to a nice long stay. And it looks like there's a lot of stuff to do in that area too. So it's a sizable town. And so we're going to get packed up and get on the road. I'm always happy if we can be off the site by 11 o'clock. Checkout time is 11, so it's about 9:30 now, so an hour and a half shouldn't take us an hour and a half to get packed up and ready to go. We do have some stuff to put away because we were here for 4 nights. We kind of unpacked a lot of stuff. And of course today it's raining. This is the first rain we've seen in about 6 weeks, I think. We haven't had any rain since we got into Washington. We didn't have any rain. And this is the first rain we've seen since we've been in Oregon. So hopefully it'll clear up a little by the time we get to the next stop.